A Japanese commemorative bell in Ontario Place is now being moved as part of the space's redesign. Dismantling of the Japanese Canadian Centennial Bell is set to begin on Monday. The National Association of Japanese Canadians is calling on people to help ring the bell in its original location for the final time tomorrow. This bell is being relocated as part of the overhaul to Ontario Place. The NAGC says it's okay with it being moved, but would prefer it remain in the same location. Now, for more on this story, we're joined live by Lynn Dusher Kobayashi of the Toronto chapter of National Association of Japanese Canadians. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Lynn. Talk to us a little bit more about the bell, the history of it. It's been there for about 50 years now.
Okay, the bell was a gift to the people of Ontario to commemorate the centenary of the first documented Japanese Canadian to arrive in Canada. So, we were the community, 17 organizations across Ontario, and 17,000 Japanese Canadians contributed to the creation of this bell as a gift. And this gift was kind of a gift of reconciliation. I know that's a bit of an overused word, but basically our community was forcibly uprooted from BC because of the racist policies of the BC government. And, we came to Ontario and the atmosphere here was much more liberal. There were no racist policies other than Toronto banning Japanese Canadians initially from coming to the city at one time. Japanese Canadians wanted to, have a relationship with the province. So that is what the bell represents to us.
It clearly holds a lot of weight. You see people online talking about their memories of ringing the bell. So talk to me a little bit about your plans for the bell this weekend ahead of it being moved on Monday.
Well, as it turns out, we are part of a national organization, 20 member organizations across Canada, and most of our board members are here in Winnipeg for that celebration. So we weren't really able to organize anything. We have some elders who are involved, but they're kind of a little camera shy and didn't want to, have the focus on them. So we did make that post about the temple bell. I do want to note that in some of the reposts I've seen that people neglect to say that we were satisfied with the process, despite the fact that our first choice would have been to have the bell remain where it is. But that's, a huge controversial issue, and we just really wanted to get out of the way of all that.
Absolutely. So why don't you clarify that one more time for us, Lynn? You're saying that you're not necessarily disappointed. You're disappointed that it's being moved, but you're not necessarily against the move itself.
Well, we had about 10, I think we're not sure if it was 10 or 11 meetings with Infrastructure Ontario and the Ontario Place team. And through all that, I have to say we had a good relationship with the staff and with the people who work on the grounds at the Ontario Place. And in the end, we feel that the minister did listen to the staff and the people at Ontario Place. So, like I say, we imagine there could have been, instead of a spa, a Japanese garden surrounding the existing site. There's a nice pond. There could have been a bridge. But I guess we didn't really feel we had the weight to push for that. And this was a second best solution that was arrived at through quite a bit of consultation.
So through that consultation process, Lynn, talk to us about the future of the bell, or at least the future of its home. Do you already know where it might be located and when people will be able to visit it again?
Well, unfortunately, it will be a long while. I think this project will take at least 5 years to be realized, though the public realm where the bell will be located will be the first area to be developed. And one of the things that gave us confidence about the new site was that the landscape architects who designed Trillium Park, which I think is a fantastic area, will also be working with us to ensure that the relocation meets all the criteria that we created for the new site.
I'm glad to hear that good progress is underway here and that the organization was consulted. Lynn Kobayashi, Toronto chapter of National Association of Japanese Canadians, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Ethan.